Yo, what's going on, guys? Derek here today, bringing you another video. With today's video, we are actually going to be jumping back into the 1988 Foxbody Mustang GT. You guys know Foxtoberfest is right around the corner, and your boy is doing everything in his power to make it. I've never been to Foxtoberfest before, but just from the sounds of it, I can already tell it's going to be a great time. Italian Stallion and myself will be there with both of our Foxbodies. Salt and Pepper will also be meeting for the first time ever, so that's very exciting and something I've been looking forward to. Just to go ahead and give you guys some background and touch up on the topic of this video, we went ahead and sourced out an off-road H pipe for the Foxbody. You guys know with like today's day and age, it is nearly impossible to find off-road X pipes or off-road H pipes online brand new. As you guys are going to be able to tell by watching today's video, you are going to see that we found the perfect off-road H, and I wanted to go H pipe with this car. I have an off-road X on Lucifer and I have an off-road X on Blue 2 valve. If you guys would do your boy a favor, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, click that bell notification icon, and for those of you that may have been subscribed this whole time and didn't know there's a bell notification, now you do. Drop a like up on this video, and most importantly, watch it the whole way through, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Let's get it. We're pulling up to his house now. He said keep going straight where the car garage is. Right there. Damn, nice place. Holy shit. Got in-ground pool and shit, man. We about to party, throw down, cuz. There. Good to meet you, man. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I took the other O2 sensor out for you.
Nice. Did it come out nice and easy? Thread's still good to go and stuff?
Yeah, I didn't have to use any heat on or anything.
Alright, cool deal.
The EGR tube is blocked off, which is common for the car. I don't know if your car has like the EGR deleted and stuff. If it is, then you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
If it isn't and you have the little tube, just cut that end off and put the tube on it. If you look, all the flanges are in good shape.
Oh yeah, no, it looks solid.
So it has both the hangers, and if the hangers if it doesn't want to line up, you usually have to heat the hangers up and bend them.
We'll figure it out. And did you remember what brand this one was again?
Mac.
Mac, okay, that's right. It's one piece. Yep. Alright, cool deal. 40, 40. Appreciate it. And that should be 10 right there.
Okay. True Cobra. I bought it from a guy out in Petersburg for $600.
What?
Well, what it was nothing but shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no motor, no transmission, no suspension, nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a fun car when it runs right.
Yeah, they all are, aren't they?
Yeah, if I sell that white one out there, I'll probably go towards putting a Vortex on this car.
Yeah, you'll love that, dude. It's so fun.
Oh yeah. 88 LX 5-liter car. It's been converted to mass air. It's got 290,000 miles on it. If your car's a 5-speed car, you can basically use any computer you want. Okay. You can use A9L, A9P, A3M, X3Z.
H pipe's loaded up in the Mazda. This thing works as an awesome truck. We're going to try towing with the trailer and Lucifer on the back next week. Their sales are definitely going up after this video. You see this? We're lugging car parts around. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Awesome cars you got. And you said this one's going up for sale soon? Now we're going to give you a little inside the car from second gear. It ain't that loud. Alright guys, we just made it back to the house. It's about an hour and 30 minutes later. What I'm gonna go and do is get this thing on jack stands on all four as high as possible, so when we work underneath there, we have plenty of room. You wanna pass me 2 of those jack stands, sir? Sir, daddy? Yeah, funny, huh? Oh, nice.
Here you go.
Appreciate that.
Here you go.
Appreciate that, bro. Thank you. There you go, that's good, that's good. How many bolts are we gonna have that are gonna be a pain? I bought PB Blaster and I bought WD-40, so.
Obviously 0.
And we were just told that these like mid pipes run in EGR. It's the first time I've seen that, so it's like coming down from the engine bay through and then plugs up to the exhaust. So he said if I have it, I actually have to cut the tube because they hammered and welded it shut. Now I'm just gonna go and absolutely soak these bolts with PB Blaster.
Good old oxygen sensors.
We can probably just unplug those and pull them with the pipe, and probably be the easiest way to do this. All right, here we go. We're just gonna go for it.
Voila. Yeah.
Wow, that is a terrible angle, I must say.
Yeah, well, Houston, we got it.
That is a terrible angle. Tell you what though, if we didn't get that PB blaster, I think we'd be beat.
Yeah, you'd probably break some stuff.
It's definitely loosening some shit up. That's for sure. God, I wish I had a lift, dude.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a 2-post right now, man. Needs a gravel fucking carport, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Remember those days? Now we're taking care of the EGR portion of this, which again, I never knew they had. We read some things online. A lot of people are saying don't delete it. It's just not necessary. So we're not going to. Even if I wanted to, I don't have the proper things, you know, to delete it with. So that is one thing though. I don't know what the fuck. It's crazy to think because this pipe hasn't been off the car since '88. So we're definitely dealing with some old parts, and anything can happen with this install. So we're just keeping our fingers crossed, you know. There's a will, there's a way. And we're gonna make this thing my bitch today.
Did you take it off the... Oh, yep, you're off.
There you go, bend that fucker. Yeah. Good job. I was underneath the car for a hot minute, super excited. Everything came off. We can savor the bolts, reuse them and everything. But come to find out, we gotta figure out how to take this EGR tube off of the exhaust. And it's not budging. But since we have the headers off, or the pipe off the headers, maybe we can do a little start open header.
It's only 9:30.
Open header start, fuck it, here we go.
That sounds mean, bro.
Alright, I don't think we're running a mid pipe.
Give it a little.
That's loud. Too loud. Wow, that was sick. Okay. I think the off-road pipe is gonna be just enough. I hope. If not, I know what I'm doing. Zip gone, dude. Yo, welcome back, guys. It's about 2 days later. We had to put a hold on this just because we needed a couple things and I had to deal with a couple stuff. We got the off-road X pipe installed. We had to do some cutting to the old EGR pipe that ran from the motor down. Really weird. I've never seen that before, but again, this is an '88, so that would make sense. So we had to cut that because there was just too much corrosion to actually separate the EGR pipe from the exhaust. But we have some tube we're gonna run and try. I am not 100% that it'll withstand the heat. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We'll go to drawing board number 2. But I think it's gonna be okay considering that, you know, it's pretty far down the exhaust. And again, I still know it gets hot, but it's not gonna be as hot as like the headers. So yeah, that's where we're at though. We got this bolted up. It was a pretty smooth fit. Not too bad. We're gonna have to get some hardware for the mufflers themselves because we only have one piece as of right now because the other 3 were actually like almost attached to the stock H pipe the way they use the mounting brackets. So nothing too hard, just gotta get bolts with some screws, or excuse me, with some nuts. Plug it in the last O2 now. We're gonna run the EGR. I'm gonna show you exactly how we're gonna do it afterwards so you get a slight idea for those of you that wanna do stock pipe replacement. Pretty sure all Foxbodies come with that EGR, and I've read some things online. You do not want to delete the EGR unless you convert to a MAF sensor, therefore it could be tuned properly. If you're not on a MAF, do not delete your EGR because it will hurt your car's horsepower because it throws it into like a limp mode. So just keep that in mind, and that's why we're keeping it on this bad boy. I'll see you in just a moment as soon as we get that all cut up and mocked in.
Good old EGR. I don't know if you can see it moving as Derek's messing with it. That's the one you got to take out in order to take the exhaust off. So we took the clamp off at the bottom there, which you can barely see, and then fed the whole pipe down through the firewall and out where the exhaust comes out. Because it's connected right here on this little tube, which we couldn't get off because it's like corroded and stuck on there. So we had to cut it and then fed the whole thing down. And then when we put it back in, we fed it from the top here, and you just have to kind of get it in a spot where you can pass the headers and the body. But it's not too bad. He can kind of show you underneath where you mount to on the new one.
I need your phone real quick. Here's that EGR line right here that goes all the way up into the engine bay. And what I did is I just, took 2 clamps with some hose and connected it to the new H pipe. When we got the H pipe, he actually had that welded and welded shut. But I don't want to delete the EGR, and this is just an EGR pipe. So this EGR pipe right here alone isn't going to get hot like you think. Only this part would really get hot from the main exhaust. So I think this black little tube, it is snug on there, and honestly guys, it's like that much of a gap from metal to metal. So we're good. This is gonna work just fine for temporary, and when we come back underneath here to do something, I'm gonna see if I can have my buddy come over and weld them together. But this is honestly, it's gonna be just fine. It's nice and tight and secured. So I think it's time for a startup. Off-road H-pipe only.
You guys sit over there while I do it?
No, absolutely not. Sounds pretty sick. That's gonna be too loud though. Way too loud. We'll give you a wee rev in just a minute. So quiet, it seems like. Hopefully when we get on it a little bit, it has that throaty noise.
Yeah, it does.
It does have it. One of the main things that we do have to get taken care of are the tips. When we installed that pipe, for some reason that tip comes out a little bit more, but they're just tack welded on, super easy fix. Just gotta get the weld broken, get that one pushed in a little bit, zap, zap, it's good to go. But the exhaust is finished. We're gonna go take a little drive real quick, and you'll see more in the daylight tomorrow. But tonight, you'll get a little sneak peek. It's not happy. Tires don't rub. It's not happy at all, dude.
I'll do some research.
Oh, that feels better. What? Oh, we're rubbing a little bit still. I'm gonna let this thing just warm up though. Maybe we'll get better results once it's like operating temp, because it hasn't been started in like 2 days, so. It's definitely louder. I'm gonna get on it.
A little bit louder.
It has
but
that.
Not like...
That's the sound everybody wants with these cars, man. That's literally it to a T. They don't like them like our cars,
No,
like
it's
they really
be just deep throaty.
It's just deep throaty, old school sound, and we're not used to it. That's why it doesn't sound good to us. But some older guys watching right now, their ears are probably like orgasming right now. I thought it would have been a lot more rumbly without those 4 cats on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like it's definitely different, but it's not much different than what we just took off, which is shocking.
Yeah.
Like really shocking.
Loudness wise, it's not like...
I don't know, we'll see. We'll give it a little juice right here. Okay. Has a little rumble to it. It's not as loud as we're used to, bro.
No, we're just used to OD loud.
We really are. It might sound good from behind though.
Yeah. I mean, I'll let you listen. Like, I'll take it down the road.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I got a road you can do it on. I know you guys can't see, but Jordan's gonna give it a little test drive so we can hear it from the outside. It's definitely louder. It's not, I don't know if it's as loud as I want it though. It needs to be a little more throatier in my opinion. It's probably those big old dual chamber mufflers on the rear though. Do it again. All right, when you do that, it sounds really good. Yeah. Like it sounds old school for sure. But passing by, I mean, it has the throatiness to it, but it's not like, I don't know if we're just ruined because our cars are just stupid. So loud, yeah. You know, but. You definitely see some Foxes that are like ridiculous. I mean, you do. One more time. Alright fam, so we're out in the 88 Foxbody Mustang GT with our new exhaust setup, the off-road H-pipe with the Flowmaster 40s, and as you guys know, the Flowmasters came originally on the car when I picked it up, so as far as mufflers, I haven't changed anything yet, at least. You know, first impressions, it's definitely a different tone. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys though, it's not exactly what I was looking for. You know, I know this is like an old school thing. With having a car like Lucifer, that is extremely loud, and then you have a car like Blue 2 Valve, which is pretty loud, but not quite as loud as Lucifer, and then you hop in this, and you don't really have much of a rumble coming out of it. If I step on it a little bit, of course, it'll open up just a tad, but it's just not quite enough, and I'm gonna show you guys that real quick. So we're in first gear now. So you can probably tell it does have a little bit of rumble to it, but it's really not what I anticipated a Foxbody to actually sound like. So, you know, I think we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and we're gonna have to figure something out, man, because Foxtoberfest is right around the corner. It's at the end of this month and we're almost damn near October, or at the end of October already, which is crazy. Time is flying. I definitely think we should go ahead and make the change now rather than later. So after watching that video, I want to know, do you guys agree with me? Do you think the Foxbody deserves a wee bit more rumble? And do you think I am messing up by getting rid of the dual chamber Flowmaster 40s? We did go ahead and order something pretty small to add to the car this week. See if we can spice it up a little bit. I just want to go ahead and thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, slap the like button, guys. Again, it takes 2 seconds. Subscribe to the channel. Click that bell notification icon. So, I mean, if you want, just open up your phone, put on a constant daily reminder, alarm, whatever you got to do. 8 p.m. Eastern time, guys. And today's DBP vlog shout out is going out to Aaron in 3D. Thank you so much for your continued support, man. Make sure you guys go check him out on Instagram. If any of you want a chance to win a shout out on the vlogs, guys, all you have to do is follow me on Instagram at DerekBaranProductions. Use the hashtag DBP Squad on all your posts. I'll go to that hashtag, see who used it, and boom, you could potentially win. But until next time, I'll see you later.